All right, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to JLW Games. Welcome back to live streaming. We haven't live streamed in quite some time. Oh, and you can... I never did mute that. But welcome back. We're here to check out the newest Planet Coaster 2 update that just dropped today. This update is going to include custom media, including video billboards, custom audio, all that such. You got a job at Crossroads Pizza? Let's go! You're going to see me quite often because I love Crossroads. Not everyone in the park does, but I actually do love Crossroads a lot. It's one of my favorite pizza theme park places. Actually, it is my favorite place to get pizza from a theme park. Not gonna lie. So you'll probably see me around. That's awesome. Let's go. Alright. So we're ready to go, guys. I hope you're ready to go. Because I'm ready to go. I already did go a little bit. Live across from SDC Suite. Yeah, I don't live too far myself. I'm only like a 15-minute drive each day, so. It's always nice living nearby from where you work, so. Alright, we're just going to go into a sandbox, I think. And we're going to go over a lot of the things that you can do with this new update. Everything's completely free, by the way. Nothing here costs anything. You can download this update now for Planet Coaster 2. We'll just call this the park update because it's not anything important. What we call it. They added like bubbles in the load screen, I noticed. I think that's new. Does it really matter? No, but I'm noticing the small details. But anyways, it's like a work for the next few hours using this to get me through till I get home. See, from what I do, I can't even be on my phone. I can't even have my phone on me when you work at rides. Bitrate's low. What do you mean it's low? Getting warnings that my bitrate's low. It's lower than the recommended bitrate. What should I have it at? I thought that was pretty high. Let's try this one. Thankfully, I can update this without ending the stream. So there we go. Let's see if that's better for it. I mean, is the stream pixelated a little bit? I don't know. Maybe I can. Hey, if I'm able to have it higher, then I'll have it higher. Same for food. Well, let me tell you, I see so many employees on their phone in foods and in merchandise. Mostly merchandise. Maybe not food, as much foods. Mostly merchandise, I think. Now, I'm supposed to be on it because it's an 1880s themed theme park, right? So, not supposed to, just for theming purposes, even if you're not in a safety critical position. But, alright. Let's go into this stuff. I want to start off with something that I didn't even know was going to be updated, but I'm very excited that it is. And that is, so let's say we change the color here. This is bright old orange. And I go to select a different piece in that family. The color stays the same. I noticed this and I tested it because I was like, I wonder if they updated this. And lo and behold, they did. We don't have to reselect our color every single piece now. We can, if it's in the same group. just like Planko 1. This is huge for me. This is like the last annoying thing that was still a thing. We don't have to reselect it. I'm really happy about that one. Really happy about that one, because that was one of the more annoying things that was still happening. So you don't have to reselect it every time. So thank you, Frontier, for fixing that kind of like on the low without even really mentioning it. It may have been in the change notes, but that is the first one I wanted to show off because I got excited about that one. I like freaked out when I first saw that. So, because I did play a little bit this morning, like at 5 a.m. right when it went live. Let's go ahead and change the... Oh gosh, why is it so dark? Ah. But yeah, I was super excited. So that's just the first small thing. The next one I want to kind of point out is the multi-select. If you drag and pull over, it will automatically turn into multi-select, so you don't have to collect multi-select anymore. You can actually just pull over like that and select what you want. You don't have to do that, and now we have all these filters too. So if you want to select just scenery pieces, facilities, path, pools, and such, you can select which ones you want to do. So if I just want to go to an area and I just want to select the pathing, all you have to do is select paths. So if I just want to select paths, it will just select paths only. So very, very nice quality of life update, so you don't have to go in and deselect the stuff you didn't want to select. I really like this, and it's something that I didn't think I really needed, but I think it's going to come in big handy. I think the multi-select tool is nice and easy to use now, and you don't have to, you can literally just click and drag, and boom, you can start selecting right away. You don't have to open up the multi-select, you don't have to confirm selection anymore. So, finally gave us back free. Wait, did they? Hold on, I didn't actually see that. Are you for real? Did they actually give us back the friction? Let's check it on the wood coaster first. They did! Oh, let's go! Alright, way to go, Frontier. Thank you so much. Frontier with the dubs, man. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that they brought that back. Alright, sweet. Alright, that makes me even more hype. Let's go. This update is amazing, by the way. Like, there's only one negative thing that I've been seeing. One negative thing. And that is you can't add custom audio to the coasters yet. However, they did respond to this. I saw them respond to a comment and say that they are going to put it into a future update. So, thankfully... anyways, by the way, let's take a look at the wing coaster, because now we have interchangeable coaster trains. We have that, and we also have the bare bones version of the wing coaster. So an unthemed, you can theme it how you want, since you can attach scenery pieces. Something that I also noticed, which I don't know if this was a thing beforehand, it probably was, and I just never tried it, is that you can snap trains together. Maybe it's they may have added this because of the synchronization option now. You can actually snap them, and they flawlessly go together. So if I was to, like... I mean, for a wing coaster, you would have to put the exits on the side, but minor details for right now. Hopefully that's something to look at in the future as well. So if I can change this one to chain left standard as well, we can do that. And now we have synchronized coasters are returning. So now we can sync our coasters back again. Very, very nice. So if I was to do that, let's go ahead and place a coaster. Place this here. Is that right? Sure. We'll go with that it is. It probably isn't, but that's alright. So now we can go ahead and sync coasters. All you just got to do is operations, add ride sync, and then select the ones that you want. You can have up to 8 rides synced together. And it doesn't have to be coasters. It can also be flumes, and it can also be tracked rides as well. Does it snap to a path? I think that you've been able to do that. But if we go ahead and click test on both of them, they will leave the station at the exact same time. and be synchronized with each other. So very, very nice update on that. So now we can get our dueling coasters back. Again, something that should have definitely been in the launch, if you ask me, but hey, better late than never, and they're getting these things in fairly quickly, so. And now to delete these for multi-select, I can just do that. I don't have to bring up multi-select. I can just click and drag. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. But let me check that theory, because I haven't actually looked at it yet. On-ride audio. So if we want to add audio to the ride, change music, there's no option for custom audio yet. They did say they're going to add it in a future update, though. So very, very nice of that. That they are going to add that later. So I was really excited because I wanted to do potentially another recreation of Fire in the Hole, but can't do that yet. All right, so if you customize, you see I have all these options here. For changeable coaster trains, it's also new. For Planet Coaster 2, anyways. To get this to work, though, you do have to make sure you go to your settings and go to your game settings. Wherever those are, game options, and make sure allow more interchangeable coaster cars is turned on. Just like the first game, you got to make sure that's turned on. And I'm sure that there's going to be a mod here soon that will allow us to change whatever we want. I'm sure that's coming. Anyways, to answer your question, does it snap to the path? Let's just make a stamp builder path, like a nice straight line path, and let's move this. I mean, I don't think they snap to the path, but, like, I don't know. I wouldn't personally want to do that. I mean, you'd have to, like, do this, but I don't know if this is what you're asking, but, like, it doesn't really snap, but, like, I don't think it needs to, personally, but yeah, I haven't streamed in a long time. It's been a while. I think this might be the first stream of the year, actually. I don't know. I've been trying to. I could have been streaming this whole time. I really could have, but I haven't. That's on me, but, you know. Mod community can get in there and do interchangeable cars. I already have a mod right now. I do have the No Limits mod. I don't know. I haven't shown this on screen, though. So let's say I want to have a switch track on Mock Extreme Spinner. Boom. Look, this is a mod that I have right now, so it is kind of game-breaking if you try to upload it to the Frontier Workshop, and you also get the vertical, or the tilt track as well. So this is a mod, guys, that is, I don't believe is released yet. It's still in a beta phase. But the downside to this is that your track pieces are the multiverse coaster track. So, like, the track pieces don't switch over. It does on the straight section, though. So, like, you'll have the right track on the straight section. So if you do use this with the mod, I'd recommend doing it in a dark area, like a blackout area, so you can't see this track piece. But the option is there for the mod now, which is really, really cool. So, very, very nice. I would have potentially, I mean, it's nice that they have some track pieces there. I wish they could figure out how to get, like, or switch the track textures. I'm no modder or anything, so I don't know how easy or possible that would be, personally. So, couldn't tell you on that one. But anyways, how about we go into some custom media and video files. So this is another cool thing. Let's talk about it. They have a lot of options here. We have curved screens. We have, like, TV screens. We have circular screens. Which is insane. Like, they just gave us a ton of options here. And then some are lit, and I think some are not. So you can either do the lit ones or the not. I mean, we're always going to do lit, right? You know what the best part about this is? You can scale these to whatever you want. And since I have the scaling mod, I can go up to 600. So if I chose the biggest one, oh my gosh. Again, this is with a mod. The scaling mod allows me to have a huge screen. Imagine, like, if you were doing, like, a sequence and you were trying, like, saying, like, trying to make, like, a big show or something, you had a huge screen. That would be pretty cool. Alright, let's see this in action. I do have one file, custom video file that we could use here, so... let's just use this one. I don't know which way... I'm probably going to set it upside down, aren't I? Basically, I just moved some... because the Planet Coaster 1 custom video files are right there next to this one, so I just moved one over. So if we go to change image, we can go to the middle, user, fire in the whole ending. That's what I have here. And this file actually did not work in Planet Coaster 1. Like, it was slowed down. I don't know if you guys remember me trying to rebuild Silver Dollar, or the Fire in the Hole recreation, but, like, this video would not play properly. Like, it was slow motion and the audio was working, but that was it. So this is the ending screen for Fire in the Hole, which does actually work here, so pretty cool to see. And the audio as well. Again, we can scale these as well. If I move it around. Oh. If I hit the right buttons here. Whoosh. We can make it as big as we want. Pretty cool, though. I love that we can scale them. So here's the thing with me, guys. Like, yes, these features were in Planet Coaster 1, right? So these should have been in the base game. I mean, I absolutely understand that. That is it. 100% correct. But you know what's great about all these updates? They've enhanced each of these features in some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? You understand what I mean by that? So, like, we had custom media in Planet Coaster 1, right? Well, we do now in Planet Coaster 2, but we have a huge option of, like, different TV screens, and the screen selection's huge, much bigger. We have the curved screens, so if you wanted to create, like a virtual, like, thing that goes, like, 360, you could do that. And not only that, we can scale these, too. Like, I'm surprised they were able to allow us to scale these, which is insane to me. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, really, really cool. And, like, with the scaling mod, because I have the scaling mod, I can go all the way down to 10% if I wanted to. I think that's pretty cool. But, yeah, like, they enhanced all these features from Planet Coaster 1. Like, yes, we're getting them back, and they should have been there before, but we're getting them back and more enhanced. So, like, again, screens can be rescaled, and we have a lot more options of TV screens and different screens that we can use in billboards. So, already way better than Planet Coaster 1 in that aspect. And when we go to synchronization of rides, I don't think this was an option in Planet Coaster 1, but now you can sync tracked rides as well. It doesn't have to be coasters. We can actually track or sync tracked rides as well. So if I wanted to have these buses leave at the same time, I could do that. Excuse me. So, like, we can sync up these tracked rides, add ride sync, boom. Oh, I think I did that wrong. I messed up there somehow. Add ride sync. Did I not hit it? What am I doing? I keep hitting the button, but... Did I encounter a bug? Why isn't it working? Button's not working. Huh. I don't know why it's not working there, but I've done it with another track rides and it worked, so... Well, the button's there, so obviously it is there. So maybe I just encountered a bug there. Maybe the buses are buggy and not working right now, but I don't know. They did fix a ton of bugs, though. But ride synchronization, you can do a lot more than just coasters. You can do flumes. You can do tracked rides. I did look to see if they did flat rides as well. They did not allow flat rides to be synced. I think it'd be nice to be able to do sync flat rides, too, because there's certain flat rides that you could do that would make sense. For instance, if I'm making like an Epic Universe recreation, they have like 2 of these rides. The Wild Blues. They have 2 Wild Blues. I think it'd be cool to sync these guys up. You know, that way they go together. You know, something like that if you had like 2 of the same flat rides. But, unfortunately, that is not an option on the flat rides, at least as of right now. I think it'd be something cool if they wanted to add it. See, there's no option. No option to sync, which does kind of suck, but, you know. Most people are going to be doing coasters for, like, dueling coasters and such like that, so pretty cool. Regardless... And we have our music as well. So we can do park speakers. I think you can use it on all the park speakers. Let's take a look. Yeah, we can. So I only got one right now, which is the Fire in the Hole soundtrack. At the moment, you'd add 15-degree increments. So annoying without it. Go! What are you talking about on 15-degree increments? Oh, on like the snapping? Can you not do 15? Pretty sure you can. Now I'm gonna show you something, like you can hear all this, right? Turn it up. So you hear this audio. This is my one complaint. If I zoom out to where I can't hear it anymore, and then go back in, it starts over. The audio starts back over. It doesn't stay where it's at. That's a little bit of annoyance to me. That it doesn't keep the music where it was, it just starts over when you zoom back in. I'm not a big fan of that. And I think that was a thing in Planet Coaster 1 as well. Like, why does it start over? I know, and this is, hopefully Frontier maybe watches this or something like that, but as my feedback, maybe I can let them know, like, hey, is this something that they can look into? Because if you put down a video billboard that has audio, and you zoom out, can't hear it, zoom back in, it doesn't matter. So, like, it works with a billboard. So the workaround that you could do, if that is a huge thing for you, is that you could make your audio into a video and just have a blank video, and then that way your audio doesn't start back over. It wasn't a thing in Planet Coaster 1? Are you sure? It was... I think you're right to a certain extent, but, like, if I remember right, Planet Coaster 1, the custom audio was very glitchy. Very glitchy. It would, like, yeah, it definitely wasn't accurate. So it never restarted. I think you're right on that. It didn't restart entirely, but, like, it was kind of glitchy. And kind of inconsistent. Here in Planet Coaster 2, it just completely restarts. So, again, a workaround with that is if you've made your audio into a video, put it in the video file, and then put it on this, the video doesn't restart. Like, I can go all the way around here. It's not going to restart. Same with the audio. See? Like, it starts... So that could be a workaround a little bit, if that's something that's important. If it's not important, that's alright, but... Let's see, I can zoom back in, it starts over again. And again, there is no custom audio on onboard rides yet. I think they're kind of fine-tuning that because it was kind of glitched out in Planet Coaster 1 as well. Custom audio did, just in general, was very inconsistent and didn't work well in Planet Coaster 1. So hopefully they get it completely right in Planet Coaster 2 after a few updates. That's the only thing, though, that I've found that kind of sucks with the audio. Anyways, I haven't tried all the speakers yet. Just these two, so maybe if we try a couple different speakers, it will work. We can at least try and see if there's a speaker that does work like that, or does end up working. It's worth trying. I don't think so, but they're all going to be the same. What's up, J-Trains? Okay, we'll zoom out. Can't hear it. Zoom back in. That one starts back over. So yeah, it starts back over. Alright, and let's try this last one, the ambient speaker. I don't know if we can... I think we can. Yeah, we can. There we go. We'll just try the ambient speaker one more time. This is the last possible one that it could work on. Well, I'm doing great, J-Trains. How are you? Zoom out. See if it restarts. Yeah, it does. Okay, so none of them work like that. Still happy to have them. Do I like any Warhammer games? I've never really played any, so... Alright, another cool thing. In case you guys didn't know, you can attach these video billboards. You can attach these to to your rides and such as well. Which is something that I was kind of worried about, but worries are now gone. As yes, you can attach these. Because this is going to be very important for my Windland Adventure Resort. This is going to be very important for that. So let's change image. We can do that and actually attach it to the bus. So nice, nice, nice. I wouldn't do anything with audio or video, but it's still kind of funny. There you have it. You can actually attach them to coasters. You can attach them to all that stuff. I think it's a minor thing, but another thing that I think someone noted is that you cannot mute the scenery, or you cannot mute the videos. So, like, you can connect speakers, of course, but you cannot mute it. So if you wanted it without audio, you cannot do that. So you would have to upload another version with no audio if you wanted to do that. So, I mean, it's possible to work around. There is a workaround, but if they had an option to mute it, that'd be great. To me, that's not as huge of a deal, but I think in Planet Coaster 1, you can mute it, if I remember right. I could be wrong on that, too. I'm not sure. So if you want to have a muted version, you're going to have one with audio and then a muted version as well. So I think it's something that we can, again, give our feedback to Frontier, let them know. And they're really good at responding to that stuff. And then as for the D-themed coasters, there's one more that I haven't shown off yet, and that is the Junior Coaster. We now have a D-themed Junior Coaster now. Train. Boom. Looks fantastic. Very nice for, because I always thought it was weird that you couldn't have a D-themed version of it. I think Frontier's also ensured that they're working on more D-themed coaster trains. So these first two, these ones that they've done in this update, are just the beginning. So I'm sure they're going to add some more, the way it sounded. So we just don't know which ones they're going to add it to. Some of them are already D-themed and don't need it. For instance, like the wood coasters are already pretty D-themed. I don't think they really need a variant. Maybe the Malice. I'd love to see this one. A D-themed version of the RMC. Because it's the Malice Unchained, which looks cool. But yeah, I'd love to see a blank one. A new tilt coaster opening at Cedar Point. Hopefully I get to ride it. I'm planning a Cedar Point trip this year, so... Hopefully I get to ride Top Thrill 2 as well. But yeah, I've never been on a tilt coaster, and... I mean, it looks insane. If the pacing is what it is on the animation, it's going to be insane. I hope it's just as fast. The thing that's ridiculous about this update is they make the updates for 1 or 2 rides at a time. I'm sure they're adding more too, but we're waiting months in between updates. Actually, we're not waiting months. We're just waiting 1 month. There's an update next week. Not next month, too. They're updating... These major updates are coming out every month. At least through May, at the very least. They've already uploaded... I don't know if you've seen the roadmap, but they're every month. Here's the thing with the... having to do these a little bit at a time. I don't think they had these done. They're still working on them. So, like... I think they saw the feedback and were like, oh, they want de-themed cars. So they had to, you know, they have to model them still and test them and everything. So they're going to give us a few each update. You know what I mean? So I applaud Frontier for at least making it a thing, you know? Should have been a thing before? Yeah, sure. But I'm just glad that they're moving so quickly. The game still has only been out for a few months. Like, this game's not too old, and they're already giving us updates like this and getting the things in that should have been there, you know? At least they're getting them in quickly, you know what I mean? At least these updates are coming quick. And ever since a lot of the backlash, since the first DLC came out, the Thrill Seekers Ride Pack, they have been focused on just fixing the core issues right now. And supplying everyone with their feedback. That way, they can get their player base back, hopefully, and then start to release the DLCs. Hopefully, we get more scenery pieces. I've seen a lot of people say we need more scenery pieces, and I agree. But those are mostly going to probably come in, you know, DLC, which we're not getting now, at least anytime soon. Got way more hate than it deserved. I kind of agree as well, but I think everyone had fair points. You know what I mean? I think it's been a great game, and it had a rocky launch. It had a lot of bugs, a lot of stuff like that. I never had that many issues, personally. The stuff that they did fix was great, though. And overall, I think the game's kind of in the state of where it should have launched, almost. There's still a few things missing, core features missing. Not many. This one was huge for me. Having custom media and stuff, I do see, like, console players, like, getting upset that they don't have custom media. And I'm like, why were you expecting that? I don't know why, like, you're not going to be able to mod the game or anything like that on console. Like, it's console. You're like, get a PC. Like, I'm sorry to say it that way, but get a PC if you want all those features. Like, if you want the best version of the game, you have to get it on PC. I would just be thankful that it's on console, because I'm surprised that it even came to console in the first place. Like, Planet Coaster 1, I never thought it was going to be on console. Hey, this actually does snap. To answer your question earlier, it does snap to the... It actually snapped to the pathway. Went underground a little bit, but it did snap. Update is pretty huge. I have a visual glitch on the terrain where the texture sandbox map. Yeah, I think I saw that too. Like, there's a little bit of a visual glitch right here. I actually see that. See this little line? I mean, it's a minor thing, but, like, I do see, like, some texture glitching a little bit there. Nothing major, like, I wouldn't notice it too hard unless I was, like, looking really hard, but... But yeah, people keep complaining like they should raise the limits. I'm like, those limits are there for a reason. They didn't just put them in there to be mean. You know what I mean? Frontier wouldn't just put those limits in there to just be like, oh, this would be funny. They're there for a reason. You know, they probably tested various limits, like, okay, how far can we push this until the game starts crashing on console. And they can't allow the game to crash on console. Like, that's not a thing. PC players, we can just destroy our PCs. That's up to us. But I think it's also a company thing. Like, Sony and Microsoft are like, hey, your game has to be stable enough, because otherwise it will make their console look bad. So they probably tell them, like, hey, your game has to be limited compared to the PC version because it needs to run well on the systems. You know, I don't know why, like, they would think they would, like, console players would think that they need custom media. Like, this is why I'm on PC to begin with, because I know I'm going to get all the features, everything that I want. I'm going to get everything with no limits. And I can get mods too. Something that console players can't. I understand people can't always buy high-end PCs. I know it costs a lot. But you can buy a gaming PC these days for almost as much as a gaming console. Need to add the Rocktopus. Yeah, I think they're going to focus on bringing back some of the old rides. We got the Pathos 3, that's another one. Pathos 3 returns. This is a flat ride that we had in Planet Coaster 1. Oh, another minor update. You can actually see now. If I go to my pathing, see this little corner here? Here, I actually have my mouse turned off so you can't see it. I was doing that. I always forget to turn my mouse cursor. I always forget to turn it back on because I do cinematic stuff, but you see right here? You can actually see your texture now. That's a nice little touch because sometimes I forget what texture I'm working on or what my texture was last, so you actually get to see that now. If I turn on the railings, you can see the railings too, so it shows everything you're using in these little boxes. That's a nice little tiny touch. I love that. So I love that update. Again, multi-select. If I want to select just, say I don't want to select the path, we can turn pads off and the multi-select, and it'll just select everything but pads. I love this filter, though. Absolutely love it. I think it's huge. Very, very nice to see all that. So, and then we don't have to confirm selection anymore. We can just go. 7th Gen i5 and a GTX 1060. So you're only running a 1060 DDR4 RAM, 16 gigs. Run the game better than a console? Hey, that's pretty good. I'm surprised a 1060 runs it. All right. I was gonna say, like, even the Steam Deck. Like, how much is a Steam Deck? $500? Something like that? Like, I mean, a PS5 is $500. I mean, you can get an Xbox Series S for, like, what is it, $250? $300? So that's probably your cheapest option if you're going the console route. But, like, honestly, just save up the money and get a PC. Join the PC Master Race. Me personally, I like to have, I know not everyone can do this and they can probably only choose one, but I have all the different options. I have a PS5, I do have an Xbox Series S. I don't have an X, though. I just have a Series S because I don't play Xbox as much. That, and I also have a Nintendo Switch, and then my PC, you know. I'm not rich by any means or anything like that. I don't have a ton of money. I just slowly make these purchases. I'm pretty good at managing my money, I would say. I'm a good money manager in general, so I know how to save pretty well, save my money, and still pay my bills at the same time. And then that way I can make these big purchases when I need to. But yeah, I have no issues. I have an RTX 3080 Ti, so yeah, my game's great. But really, you could probably buy a $500 to $700 PC and play the game just fine, you know? And if you're really good, you can build your own PC and build around your budget and just get the parts necessary to get the game going. I mean, you can buy an RTX 4060 for under $200 these days. And a 4060 will run the game just fine. So, alright, does anybody else notice anything else in the update that I have missed? There's a lot of bug fixes, obviously, and then guest navigation has been worked on, too. To help with, like, congestion. They'll actually take multiple routes to get to a location now, instead of all taking the same route, which would be the fastest route. That was supposed to be one of the new updates, so let's go ahead and place down a coaster. Anyways, sorry. We're back. Let's go ahead and place a coaster. I'm just going to do a blueprint. And we're going to create a couple of different routes. We're going to test this out. We're going to do some different routes to get to that coaster and see if the guests all take the same way or if they will kind of split up and take different ways to get to it. So, let's do, what's this one? Oh, as an unload station. Let's do the rock one. Where is it at? Where's it at? It's like one of my favorites because it plays the rock song. I could play Sound Time Traveler. Nah, that would be too hard because we have to terraform it. All right, here it is. This one. I love this. I don't know why I love this ride so much. It's a S&S compressed air launch coaster, and it plays that rock song. I love the rock song. To me, it sounds like Aerosmith. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I placed it pretty far away, so we have some flexibility here. I'm going to create a longer path. Actually, let's do fixed length turned off. Curved. This one's going to be like our long path. Let's go ahead and just get these connected here. This will be our long path, and then we'll have like a shorter path that kind of goes straight there. I want to see if the guests will use both paths or if all of them will go here. So the idea is that they're supposed to do both, but... Alright, let's go ahead and ride this one up. I just want to hear the song. Is it not on by default anymore? Where's the song? Alright, this is a problem. Why did you turn the song off? Why is there no music? I want the music. We're gonna have to add it ourselves. Gosh dang it. Why would they turn that off? I'm turning it on. No Rock Dog, please. We can add Rock Dog now, since we have custom media. Bam, bam. I'm telling you, it sounds like Aerosmith. Sounds like Aerosmith. Alright, let's go ahead. This is why I don't want the cats in here. So we do have some using the other pathway. The longer path. We do have people going on that path, so I think the majority will use this path, but guests are using the longer route as well. They're not just using that, so they did make some changes here. That way, it helps with congestion. Way to go, Frontier. I mean, I think it makes sense that the majority would take the shorter route, but there are people using this path. I think beforehand, everyone would just use this and not use this because it was the fastest way. That's kind of how the AI worked. Like, what is the fastest way to get there? Now they've kind of branched it off to where guests will go evenly use the pathway now, which is great because it drastically helps with congestion, which was a huge issue at launch. I remember that. That was a huge issue. Took off the music, changed my review, went from 4 out of 5 to 3 out of 5. Yeah, why isn't it part of... Why did they take off the music, man? You can't do that. Do bargain. Why? How is bargain $40? I think that's a glitch. Like, who would pay $40 for one ride? One 30-second ride, if it's even that. Guess really stuck to certain parts of the park. Yeah, I'm really glad that they updated the guest behavior, or the guest navigation behavior. Really makes it nice because now guests will probably use all of the pathways instead of just some of them. Because you'll have sections of the park that might not have as much. No one will go into it, you know? Like, you'll have sections of your park where people just won't go to. So this is a very welcome addition. I like seeing guests use pathways that honestly don't have anything, but it's just a longer way to get to here. Like, that is so much better logic, in my opinion. And it just helps spread your guests around your park better. So we'll have to test this even more. Maybe we'll go to one of my established parks. Maybe we'll go to what is that one? Windland. Not Windland Adventure Resort. What am I thinking? That's not even open yet. No, we'll go to I'm having a brain fart. Midwest Adventure and see if it will probably be the new guest going in. So we'll have to wait a little bit longer. So really, really cool to see that. Let's go ahead and head into some existing parks and check it out. They don't want to be culturally high inflation. Oh, you're talking about the prices. All right, let's check. Let's actually go to Windland Adventure real quick. So if you guys haven't seen the new episode, spoilers ahead. Nice little touch to the load screen. They added all these little bubbles. One thing I love about Planet Coaster 2, which makes me not want to go back to Planet Coaster 1, is just the load times are so much faster. And here we are. Look at this. We are about ready to get into the park, too. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. What's big in this update? Well, if you want to rewind, you can, but I'm not going to go over everything again, like visually, but like, obviously a lot of big things are here. We have custom media, so custom billboards with media and custom audio, so you can add your own custom media if you're on PC. PC users only on that, but we also have synchronized coasters come back. You can also synchronize tracked rides and flumes, so not just that. One of the minor things that is huge for me is you no longer have to reselect or reselect your colors now. So if I go in here, make this red, and I select a piece of the same family, it stays the same color, so that's huge for me anyways. Multi-select now is a lot nicer if you do multi-select. So instead of you don't even have to click multi-select. If you click and drag, you can select all this. You can also filter out what you want to select and what you don't want to select. So if you don't want to select paths, you know, and you just want to do like everything else, you can do that now. So this will select everything but paths. You don't have to confirm selection anymore, which is always great. So one less clicking, a lot less clicking there. They updated the guest navigation, interchangeable coaster trains as well. Oh, I clicked on the Steam or on the workshop by accident. Which, by the way, guys, you can download this park as well if you're on console, or, well, I don't know if it's available on console. I might already be over the piece limit. I don't even know how many pieces I have in here. Probably way too many, but but you can download this now in the Frontier Workshop. If you guys want to take a closer look, I'm updating it all the time, so make sure you keep it up to date as well. So this last one, I love how we covered up the station. Like, we covered up that station pretty well, in my opinion. Like, this is a drop-off station, and you can't even see it. So, pretty cool. Do I like the Frontier Workshop better than the Steam Workshop? I think it has its perks, but it's also... Parts of the Steam Workshop was nice too, but like I like it being integrated in game is kind of nice, pretty nice, because you can just click on here and then boom, you're in the workshop. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go up into Steam and everything like that. It's kind of integrated into the game. So it has its perks to it, but I think there's also some downsides as well. But I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, personally. I think it's nice to have it integrated, and I think it's integrated mostly so it works with console as well. That's how the cross-platform can work. Sorry, that was probably really loud. But yeah, download it. Here's the share code if you guys want to check the Windland Adventure Resort out. It only has 100 downloads, which is crazy to me. I feel like we should have more, but I do have it on the workshop. Keep it up to date, because again, I will be updating it as I work on it. So next video, we're actually going to get into the park for the first time, which I'm very excited to get into. I'm sure everyone else is excited for me to actually start on the park itself, rather than just working on a parking lot, you know? 5 episodes in, and we've done nothing but parking lot. So, but we've also done the resorts too, which to me, I think are looking really, really nice. We got to do some more details on this one, which is the Paradise Resort. Looking really cool. And then, of course, we have the Adventure Resort, which is the first one that we did, with a rooftop bar on the top. Nice, nice, nice. I'm just excited for when we do get... What happened here? We have some severe wind blowing or something? How did I not notice that? What the heck? Anyways. Excuse me. I'm just excited for when this view turns into a park. Like, when we get the park in there, this view is going to be breathtaking, because you're going to be able to see all of the parks from this spot. You just see everything from here. Like, this would be such an awesome place to hang out at. You know what I mean? Very, very cool. I worked a countless amount of hours on all of this. Just to make it look nice. And then, of course, we have a little pool area with a bar in the back right there. And then same with the... Over here, we do have a nice little pool for the resort here as well. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Wind Valley Park 2.0 with the wind. I see what you did there. Very, very nice. But yeah, everything's looking cool. I think in the next episode, too, we're going to customize our buses as well. So our buses look very, very good. So our buses will actually have decorations with the logos and everything. So that's something we're going to work on. I'll add scenery pieces to it. But we can jump onto these buses. Oh, gosh. That's okay. That's the part you're not supposed to see. Yeah, I'm super excited because this parking lot is going to be alive once it's all said and done. Very, very excited for it. But yeah, I'll have to get back into streaming, guys. I haven't been streaming a lot for you guys lately. Apologize, but like I've just been trying to work on videos and honestly just kind of like take somewhat of a break. But I was like, you know what, why not do a little bit of a stream here? I'm not going to stream very long today. I got something to do here in a little bit, so I just wanted to let you guys know I'm here. We're here. We're doing stuff. What new coaster type do you want most in whatever the next DLC is? Also, are you going to watch the Daytona 500 on Sunday? No, I'm not going to watch that, but I don't really care about NASCAR and stuff. That is NASCAR, right? But yeah, I have no interest in that, but obviously you do since you're a NASCAR fan, so never really got into NASCAR or anything like that, so just never my thing. I don't see just me personally, I don't see the entertainment aspect of it at all, so it just doesn't seem that exciting to me, but could be just me, I don't know, but anyways, I would love to see probably, honestly, my most Man, there's a few of them, but I would love to see the next-gen Intamin Blitz. Similar to like Jurassic World Velocicoaster. Look at this. Look at this parking lot. It looks so alive now. It looks so more complete. Like, this looks great. From like the ground view, driving in these buses, I'm so happy with how this looks. To be honest, it looks so good. Just seeing the resort over there, obviously we need to detail it more. That's a very blank wall right there, but... But look at that. Like, I know some people don't understand why I like to do parking lots, but to me, it kind of builds up the anticipation of if you're trying to, you know, if you're entering a park and stuff, just driving up to it like this, to me, just adds a whole level of excitement and the details and such like that. It's just so much fun. To me, I just think it makes the park feel more real. So, I can understand why people wouldn't want to do parking lots. I still need to do all the lines in here and stuff, so, but it looks really cool. Excuse me, sorry. I'm so excited. Now that we have custom billboards, I kind of want to do some, like, custom billboards in the parking lot and such. You know, kind of advertising the park, getting your excitement built up and everything. I think that'd be really cool. Especially when a coaster is integrated into the parking or close by. Yeah, you have some parking lot coasters, right? That's how I feel when I go to Magic Mountain. Yeah, you just have coasters right up next to the parking lot. Really cool. Can't wait till we get all this resort done, because it's going to look really nice as well. We did a lot in the short time that we did build that. Like, I'm pretty proud of how much I got done in the last episode. Looking pretty good. Still not done yet, but looking pretty mighty fine. Paradise Resort. Looking really cool. And then you're gonna have the City Walk area right here. As we go to our bus drop-off here. Which turned out pretty good. Like, I'm glad that I cleaned this up and it looks a lot better now. Didn't know it made like those sounds. That's interesting. When you stop. Interesting. So cool. Super cool, man. You'll get a good shot of like everything that's going in right there. Don't hit that bus. Very, very cool. Love it. But I'm super excited for this park. I'm pacing myself on here to where, like, I'm constantly working on it. So, obviously, like, I'm making sure I'm making progress on it. There's not going to be, hopefully, it's not going to be called City Walk. Nobody call Universal yet. It's not going to be called City Walk. It's going to be City Walk inspired. I just haven't come up with a name with it yet, so I'm just calling it our City Walks area. But I'm really happy with how the parking lot turned out. It looks really, really good, and I'm very excited for more. I'm thinking about putting a few more extra parking spaces here, but I'm keeping it open just in case. That's going to be the end, though, because I want to see how much space we have left, because obviously if I do a third park, keep space open for a third park, because that's the point. I do want to keep enough space for 3 parks here. So the water park is going to go up and kind of be narrow and go up here, leaving a lot of space for the main park, which will be here. And then the expansion third park will be over here, which is going to be later down the line once we get more updates and such. So, Big Live, you talked about that you were happy about Friction being back. But what is Friction? Glad you asked. So, in Planet Coaster 1, you had the option to, I'll just place one down here. You had the option to turn the friction up and down. So that's this little slider right here. If you turn it up, it means basically that the friction of the coaster trains, it'll slow it down. You won't, and basically, like, if you go over a couple hills here, Here, I'll show you. Like, it will go slower. In essence, it will go a little slower. So if I do this, and if I have the friction up, it will keep its momentum longer, if that makes sense. So like, let's just do that, and I turned the friction up to 190, so it might not even make this hill, I'm not sure. Basically, it will won't keep its momentum, and the friction will be higher on the ride. So like, mark it, it went about right there. Close it, turn the friction down. Say we turn it all the way down. Made it to about right here last time. Basically, it'll be a more, kind of like buttery. It will, I'm not sure if this is a good example. Maybe it's not. Basically, it's basically how much momentum it loses over time. That's not a good example, but... And I haven't even tested it yet, so... Hopefully it actually works. And I think there actually is a setting where you can turn friction on and off, too. I could be wrong. But then again, I don't think it would show up if that was the case. But you have this is also new, notification settings, so you can actually turn on and off the notifications depending on what you want it to, like the warnings and stuff like that. Like there's certain warnings that keep popping up that you don't want to hear about. You know, you don't have to have it on there anymore. You can actually turn it off, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like they got rid of the friction settings altogether, like the global friction settings, in favor of just adding it to all the, in favor of adding it to each individual ride, which is perfect. Sweet. But yeah, let's see if I can use like a blueprint as an example for friction. So let's use Silverette's Rambouk, one of the best coaster blueprints out there. So if we go in here and we turn the friction up to 2, it might not even make it through the layout. We'll see. So we have the friction all the way up. Let's see how it does. You just got told by YouTube how to do your moderator job? I'm suing. Okay. Yeah, give me just a few. Here we go. And I haven't tested this out, so I don't know if it fully is working yet, but I don't know if this is faster or slower. It should be going slower. Yeah, see how slow it's going? I'm pretty sure it worked. Like, look at this page. Yeah, it's not even going to make it through. Oh, it barely made it. It might not even make it. It's not going to make it to the end. Is the update any good? It's fantastic. Yeah, it might not even make it. So that's the difference between friction. If you turn the friction up, this is your result. If you turn the friction down, let's turn it all the way to 30 and see how fast it goes through. Now it goes through the layout blazing fast. So that's the differences with friction. See how fast it's going through now? Like, that's some pacing right there. Actually, one of the best, I love that we can just click and drag now for the multi-select. We don't have to do confirm selection and stuff. So basically, if you have more friction, it loses speed faster. Yes, so this can be helpful for, like, if you're doing some hills and it doesn't make it over, you can just turn the friction down and it will make it over. So it's an easy fix sometimes for that. So what big changes do I like? I absolutely love having custom media, and honestly, one of my biggest ones is just the, I've showed it multiple times now. It even saved it from last time. If you have a different color, it doesn't reset the color. So if I change the color of my pieces and you select it from the same family, it keeps the color. So nice. And the multi-select tool is way improved now. I love the way the multi does. So anyways, unfortunately, guys, I do have to wrap it up here, guys. I have something I gotta go do. We might go live later. I'm not sure. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you guys are enjoying this update. One of the best updates, in my opinion. I think it was better than the last update, too. So it fixes a lot of bugs. Guest navigation, I'd love to go over everything. Check or go back in the stream and watch it if you guys are curious of everything that's been added, because I go over all of that. So, but interchangeable coaster trains and custom media, synchronized coasters and tracked rides and flumes, and just improvements across the board. Like this update's been incredible. But I gotta head out for now, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here. Appreciate you guys. Hit that comment, leave a comment, smash that like button, and then of course subscribe for more amazing content heading your way, guys. We have a lot coming, so very, very excited for the next for this update. So make sure you guys have a great day. Cool tomorrow. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, guys, for watching, and goodbye.